Here's Charlie Dickens, chapter 53, entitled Slurry Pond. He met Charlie in the usual place, and he walked slower than usual, as his backside was still burning and it wasn't helping his mood. Charlie sensed something was wrong. "Are you okay?" asked Tinker, concerned. "Oh, I have a headache," Tinker lied, and the last thing he wanted was to divulge what had happened last night. He felt ashamed to have such a poor home life. They had decided to go into the woods, but this time they were going to go in the opposite side to avoid danger. That was the plan. Tinker wasn't used to so much silence, and he began to listen to the sounds of the wood, the rustle of the squirrel, the flap of the bird, the soft fall of a lonely conker. Each sound intrigued him and held his interest like a perfectly played note on the piano. Tinker fell into a daydream as he was desperate for the pain in his bottom to die down, and memories of his dad flashed into his mind, of him charging up to him like a raging bull, and he tried to remember a time when he was happy or when his dad was nice to him. He remembered a time before the drink when his dad and he played cricket in the park. Tinker did his best to hit the ball as hard as he could, as he wanted to impress his dad, but each time his dad caught him out, no matter how hard he hit the ball. And when they walked home, his dad ruffled his hair and said, "Well played, son." Tinker had never felt so happy, but as soon as they arrived home, his dad opened a beer and the door to Tinker's heart closed forever. "What's that?" said Charlie as they came to a strange-looking pond. It was grey, and it was full of rubbish and dying trees dipping into it. The greyness covered everything. "I don't fancy swimming in that water. It looks filthy," said Charlie naively. "It's not water for swimming, it's a slurry pond," said Tinker, with his usual knowledge. Charlie had never heard the phrase before in his entire life, and with the frown on his face, it was obvious to Tinker that he would have to explain things more. "It's a slurry pond," he said. "They are very dangerous. If you fall in them, there's no getting out," he said gravely. Charlie gulped. "What's that?" said Charlie as he watched something shiny glinting in the sunshine. Tinker had to concentrate to work out what it was looking at, and then it became clear. "It's a trolley, a shopping trolley," he said. He wondered how it had got there. "Why would anyone bring a shopping trolley all the way down here?" said Charlie, amazed. It wasn't an easy question to answer. "They bring anything down here," said Tinker. "It's a dumping ground," he said, and he kicked a stray piece of coal and it fell into the gloopy quagmire with a loud plop. It looked a little like oxtail soup to Charlie, and he could only imagine the amount of objects which had been deposited in it, never to be seen again. "It sucks everything down like quicksand," said Charlie, and his imagination began to run riot.